What'd you see down there?
Bug.
Oh yeah.
Take a picture of that bug.
I'm taking video of you. Are you helping with the dirt too?
She was.
Yeah? You want to shovel some more?
Okay. Ooh, look at that.
Oh, fitting into place.
Looks like we planned it.
All right. Mono Slab EZ Form is the only way to go when you're doing a monolithic slab. So right now we're stringing the wire and the pipe into the house from the well, which will be drilled tomorrow hopefully. And our trench. There's Scott. And there.
Go ahead and bring some load of sand.
Sand? Okay. Well, we're getting things set up with the foundation here. We're doing a monolithic slab, which ties the footers into the slab. We're using these Mono Slab EZ Forms, which are, true to their name, very easy to put together. And this conduit here is where the electrical is going to come in under there. So we've been working on getting it set up. This footer across the front here is going to be 30 inches wide. We got 16 inches deep all the way around. That's the height of the forms. We're working on getting things level, compacting down again. Got all the plumbing set up, all the drain pipes. It's very nice to try to design the plan of the house to keep the bathrooms back to back here. So, and then the utility room here. So the only thing we had to do is tie that drain pipe for the sink over there into that. So the footer back here will be 20 inches because this wall, ICF wall along the back will be 9 feet. This is it's going to shed roof design, so these footers along here are 24 inches. It's going to be a slope, starts low here, and then it's going to be a rise in the shed, so that the front wall will be 17 feet. So that's why we're going with a wider footer in the front. So once we get this all leveled out, and we'll start getting the rebar in, tie in our PEX for the in-floor heating. We're cruising right along. So making a bit more progress. We have everything pretty much level here. We've compacted it and dug out our footers. We have a couple of places where we need to have thickened footers for these load-bearing walls on the interior. So we had to go down a few more inches for this main wall, and then there's a couple more places over there. We started laying the blue board. We've got 2-inch blue board here for insulation, and a couple of places here. This will be the kitchen wall that we need to have a thickened footer for because of the loft bearing there. So, and we have Orion and Brian over here working on fitting the Mono Slab together here, and for the Arctic entry. That's right. We got a little part that's jutting out here for Arctic entry. So he's got to cut that to fit along there. All right, we're coming right along. Getting things rolling here today. Got some rebar set in here. Orion's tying it off. Getting that set up. We're going to use 4 sticks of rebar all the way around except the front. We're going to do 6. Really strengthen that. He's tying that off. And the guys are bending the rebar over there. Well driller's here. He's just getting set up. We're going to believe for a quick hit of water. Just the right depth. Not too shallow, not too deep. Tying in that rebar.
Rebar, the EZ Form foundation, monolithic slab, in-floor heating. And yes, you can do this in the Arctic. Meets the codes in Alaska, it'll meet the codes pretty much anywhere.
I mean, I was very fortunate to have one either go too slow or I was going too fast or something.
Yeah, electrician doing his thing.
I saw it across the field.
As the well guy is still going.
Sorry, a little bit loud because they're still drilling the well. It's 5 o'clock on Friday, and we're basically finished tying in all that rebar. We started on late afternoon on Tuesday, so not too bad for 3 days of work. All we have left to do now is get the pecs slayed, and we're ready. So right now Scott is bringing in some fill to bring up, this is going to be the enclosed storage and carport area on the west side of the house. So he has to bring in some fill to bring that up to grade, and then we will work on backfilling these forms on this side, on the exterior. And while he's doing that, I am spray foaming the corners and any places where there's some cracks. I'm just putting some foam. I'm definitely not a professional foamer, but I know enough that you gotta get some in there, fill those cracks so the cement doesn't go in there when we're doing the pour tomorrow. So we're just taking care of some last minute fine tuning here.
Okay, so we basically are ready for the pour. We got a little more backfilling to do. As you can see, we backfilled this area here, and we have some on the north side and on the east side. We decided, got so much extra recycled concrete 2-inch blue board that we decided to go ahead and use some of it here as an extra frost barrier. And you can see some of that 2-inch exposed there. Concrete side up. Inside the slab, any of the concrete board we use is concrete side down, because we don't want that accidentally getting against PEX or something. And you know, Alaska's seismic activity, you know, you don't want anything getting busted up. So yeah, we're pretty much ready for our pour. The way these forms are set is you get them in, you get your plumb, and run your lines, and then once you get where you want to be, you put your boards in, and you can still move it around a little bit. And then once you get her set, you stake it. As you can see, just one stake per form is enough. These are 8-foot sections, 16-inch high. And these monolithic easy slabs, you can actually get an inside form, but on a concrete slab like this, it's kind of overkill. You really don't need it. As you can see, we monolith the grade inside there. Our front footer is a 30. The sides are 24s and the back is a 20. We're going to get this thing poured tomorrow, and then we're going to let it cure, and then we'll start building our ICF Fox Block up to the rafters and go from there. So the boards you put in this are 2x8s. Well, after your concrete's done and you're done pouring, you can take them out even before it's finished curing. And then you put these over there. We've got stationed on the scaffolding. We've got some 2x8 wedges that go in their place. You don't have to put them in, but you should, just because you got them, and it just closes the gap, gives you a little bit more frost barrier. With this system, you don't have to have 48-inch depth, which is kind of required in Alaska. They've coated these things to actually exceed the, as long as you get the organics out of the ground and build it up really good with you know, just inorganic gravelly material, pit run and top her off with some D1, you're good to go. But we've just wanted to be very thorough. Being the first time using this, I can tell you, building forms in the past, the old way, this is easy. This is extremely easy. It just takes all the, really takes a lot of your labor out. There, you know, the price of them, you know, some people don't want to justify that, but when you kind of equate how much more concrete you're going to need, the cubic yards, it doesn't quite balance out, but these are easy. And that's why they call them easy forms. I think they're worth the money. You know, I think we're going to have a solid product.
So right now Scott's backfilling. There's a line on the styrofoam of the Mono Slab, and you have to at least backfill up to that. We actually put down some extra blue board on the outside, which is overkill, but we're kind of tending to go as efficient and
it's free material.
Free material.
Pulled out of an old school.
Yeah. So if we have it, then we're going to use it. So we may actually build this up enough, level that off, so that when we're pouring tomorrow, the guys have something a little more level to be walking on there. So we'll get this all built up. This is great because you don't have to, you know, strip the forms, and once you fill this, it's good to go. There's nothing else to do. We're looking good. Some people are asking why we're using rebar to make a grid rather than the wire mesh, and simply because it's stronger and it helps prevent cracking. And we don't want our slab cracking, because this is going to be our floor. We are going to stain this concrete, and that's going to be our main floor. We're not putting down tile or carpet or laminate or anything like that. So we don't want cracks, and we want it to be as smooth as possible. So we're hiring the best concrete guy we know, our friend, to come in and do this. And unfortunately, the other day when he came down, his house is 2 hours away, and he was loading up his truck and forgot his PEX stapler. So, we ended up putting the PEX on top of the rebar grid rather than stapling it down to the styrofoam. And then we just tied it down with some zip ties. So we just improvise, do what you can. We have like these little lifts under here, little concrete dobies that are lifting up, so make sure we get a full flow of cement going underneath there as well. We're just trying to get everything we possibly can in the slab. This is the hose bib line, the water line for the hose bib that's going to be on this corner out here, and there's one on the other side of the house as well. We asked our electrician, like, hey, do you want to, run some conduit under the slab as well, so you don't have to go up into the rafters and run wire. You can get it to, there's one over here on this side of the house, and then one over here. Just a minute, please, honey. And then one over on the other side. So Imogene, what do you think about all this? Is it looking good? Is it ready for, yeah? Yeah? And what did you do to help?
I don't know.
Huh? Were you helping to tie the rebar? When we were putting the steel in there?
But I don't like it.
No, you didn't like that? Yeah, that was only fun for a little while. And you helped also to put the cable ties, the little zip ties on the PEX pipe?
But I was getting nervous.
Yeah, but you're doing a good job. You're helping me, huh? Yeah.
I really need to go potty. Will you come with me?
Okay, I will do that, honey. So here are the plans for the main floor, and thought it would help to understand a little bit more about what's going on here. So here's this Arctic entry area where it kind of juts out from the house, and the main entry. So our little hallway, here's Imogene's room, then the utility room next to that, which we are going to do a little pantry storage area off there, and this is going to be a stackable washer and dryer, where the manifold and boiler for the in-floor heating and water pressure tank here. So that's why we don't have, we're not running very many PEX in here for the in-floor heating. We certainly don't want this area heated, where we're going to be doing cool storage for backstocking food and such. So then we have our main bathroom in here, and this is our room and our closet and little bath off of the main bedroom there. So then we have our kitchen, and we'll have a larger living area. This is the way we wanted it, to have more room for gathering. And this is the spiral staircase that will come up to the loft. Here's like an upstairs overlay. So there will be a, loft floor. Sorry about that, a little bit of wind here. That's the loft floor. So that's the upstairs part, and so the rest of this will just be all vaulted, open ceiling there in all the rest of the house. So every room will be slightly vaulted. The living room, a larger vault. So then this is my amateur rendition of what the south side of the house is going to look like. And this is the Arctic entry area. Imogene's room here, kitchen. Actually, we ended up moving that window over here a little bit. I just used Imogene's colored pencils to try to give some life to this. We're going to use some indigenous rock here along the first layer of the wood tones, rustic series, mountain cedar, lap siding going up here, and then some the shake shingles of the same product here. These are going to be 45-foot BCIs that are going to run this continuum here. So the carport area And then here will be the deck. I didn't draw the stairway up to here, but you kind of get the idea, and so we're going to just cut some logs and do that. So then the front of the house facing the road, here the same materials, continuum, and actually we did make some changes here as well. I just didn't redraw it, but the kitchen area, dining room, where the spiral staircase goes up here, a living area, and then I've shifted all these windows over here a little bit more, but this is all just going to be open to below, so we'll have lots of light coming in there, and I'm getting a little bit of wind. Whoops, here are my pictures. And the last part would be the north side of the house. This will be the window in our bedroom, and then in the living room. So then we're going to do some enclosed storage on that end of the house. So you get a little more of an idea of what is all going on here. And that's why we have to put a thickened footer right down here, because of that main wall. It's going to be load bearing. Here we have all the in-floor heating pegs coming in, so the manifold for that will be on the other side of the wall. That's our utility area, so we're trying to have everything converge in there. And yeah. So we're getting ready to pour some water down the drain pipes here. We have it blocked off on the other end of where the sewer pipe goes out there, where the septic tank will be. And we need to test our pipe system, make sure there are no leaks in here. So we're just going to fill this up and monitor it and see how that works. Okay, we're getting rolling here. Starting with pouring the footers. Lots of mud going in here. Yeah, the home stretch here. I believe it actually took 33 yards.
Okay.
So you're not going to live in it?
So we're setting in these pieces of rebar about 2 feet apart, about 3 inches in off of the exterior part of the wall. which will be exactly in the middle of the 6 inches of block
Got you 4 more that are on that corner
for the ICF. So this is what we're going to be tying the ICF walls into.
How many more you need, son?
No, we're not going to use it.
7 more. Okay.
We're not going to use it, right?
Huh?
That's not going to get.
So we got everything all set up here. Ryan's doing some finishing on the top. And right now we're just trying to get it tarped. We gotta get the tarp set up because the rain keeps coming. We gotta keep the rain off the concrete. So we'll get this guy set up here. I need to go help. The raising of the tarp. We're trying to tie it off to the trees. Ryan's gonna work underneath there. At least we'll keep the rain off of here. There's the master at work, Orion doing some great finishing touches here. Things are starting to set up. We've got our little tent happening here. So it's not currently raining, but it's been sprinkling on and off. Woo! Under the big top. Under the big top.
Alright, so concrete is set. We got everything in. Got all of our faceplate bolts in for the load-bearing wall. Don't know if they're going to put them in over there for the kitchen load-bearing wall, but it might not be necessary. I don't know. We got our Arctic entry is going to be stick frame, not ICF, so we got our bolts in over there. And here in the bathroom area, we've got toilet, the bathroom, toilet for the bedroom, and then a stink stack in between them, and then the tub and the P-trap here for the tub.
So that's why that's set down.
That's why that's
a little
set
bit
down.
there.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Yep.
So it's hardened enough to use these stamps on. Hi, Imogene. On the Arctic entry. You want to try to get in the video? You're in the video, Imogene. I'm trying to show what Brian's doing. Got to put some pressure down on those stamps. It's going to give the floor a bit of a, there he is doing it, textured look in just the Arctic entry area here. And while
This is good to put
Yeah.
feet on there.
yeah, and then Orion is using the power trawler on there. No, you cannot put your feet on there. Stay out of there right now. Yeah, he's. Oh yeah.